Probably means that you have some newbies. Just the one, thankfully. That I can deal with. Whoa! Hello! Big battle with the Canadians and the French. So I lost my submarine, my token submarine, but the submarine did an amazing amount of damage, having taken out their dreadnought, right? No, I don't think so. Did you do anything? Sunk by the Blackburn Baffin. Number 20. No. But we lost a dreadnought, they lost a dreadnought, we lost a heavy cruiser, they lost a destroyer and a heavy cruiser, we lost 4 destroyers. They also lost a bunch of planes. So I would say overall we did come out of this one worse. But this is still good that the Canadians are finally arriving to go toe-to-toe with their fleets. And starting to clear out some of the French and British fleets from this area. And also we are sinking a lot of Siamese transports. Siam communist? I think they are, aren't they? No, they're a kingdom. Oh, you're on the Japanese alliance. I forgot we were at war with the Japanese, of course. Still losing a lot of submarines, a lot more than I would like. Low risk. Do this carefully. Okay. How are we doing? We are still apparently trying to get into positions. Come on, people. Yeah, I saw another landing by the Canadians up there, but swiftly defeated. However, that does mean that most of the British forces are potentially going to be in the north. I really do want you to have some more planning preparation before we go for this. Sod it, we'll go for this. Attack! And there it is, wolf packs. That's going to be a really big help. Now let's get advanced submarine warfare. I think this was a good decision. Supporting the Canadians in retaking their homeland was a good call. Is submarine warfare still only anti-convoys? Maybe switch to anti-warship. I can't afford the manpower loss by losing too many submarines by going toe-to-toe with the fleet. So I'd really rather not do that. I like how the Kaiserreich team thought that even that... I mean, the main reason why the Whites gave up the idea of the king from Germany and Finland in 1917 was because there were major problems in the World War, and basically both sides saw it as an absolutely stupid problem. Now in Kaiserreich, when Germany won, we, the Finnish people, belonged to a kingdom led by a noble from Germany. There do seem to be lots and lots of German nobles all over the place in this. Oh, they must have... No. Those were Portuguese. Maybe I didn't sink them. Maybe I was just involved in the battle. Tried to save them. Level 4 torpedoes. Okay. I guess we'll go for, like, damage control. Currently dismantling the Union of Britain's industry. And once we've taken Wales, we can focus all of our forces going north again. I think I am, however, going to set another objective, just so we can keep momentum on our side. to go for Edinburgh. Edinburgh and Glasgow. Right, I forgot I still had 2 guys out here. See, this I'm not appreciating. Why are you doing this? No, because you landed... Oh, you jumped in a ship over here. Enemy superiority. They still have a lot of stuff there, so we're probably about to lose these 2. Mad dash. If we're trying to make it, we might actually do it. Go. Yes, one of them. And the second one. We avoided their blockade. Excellent. No! Damn it, did it again. Okay, and now my entire force is focused in this group, and we can just push north. Here we go. Wait, what witchcraft is this? A successful invasion of the UK, and there it is! Edward VIII has announced the cowardly British nation could no longer withstand the pressure from the overwhelming presence of Canadian forces throughout the country. The British government chose to flee the country and has gone into exile. The main forces are capitulating. The Commonwealth of Canada is now in control of their home area. Full credit has to go to Canada for that one. Well played. Well played, Canada. Now are we going to see a United Kingdom returning? Which would be nice, because it means we could use all the manpower of the UK. And we're going to need it. There it is. Okay, so let's send all of you to Rosyth, and then we'll bring you back over to here. Probably to try and hold the German front again. And now we're starting to really sink stuff. Now the Union of Britain fleet is going. This is a battle I particularly like being a part of. Good, we ran. Quite wise too. Destroy. How are you doing? You must be getting loads of experience here, surely. Cruiser captain, that's not quite what I was envisioning. Oh, you are super close to getting Seawolf though, that's going to be a huge help. Alright, we're in Rosyth. Good. Let's go and send you back to Rostock. That's... Actually, yeah, that is the best way of going. Do they still have enemy fleets here? They have a huge enemy fleet there, so let's not do this. Let's instead go over here. So that we're not going out of the North Sea. Instead, we're going to go around the North Sea to Rostock. Like that. Much better. Because if you leave out of one of the ports leading to a place where you're blocked, they will continue. They'll basically ignore the convoy routes. If you leave from a port which is not blocked, then they'll actually path properly. Yeah, we have to kill France before the Union of Britain goes down. But killing Britain's a big deal, especially now that the Entente can focus on the Commune of France themselves. And Canada has suddenly become a lot stronger in pretty much every way. They've even got manpower again. I'm running low on oil, that is true. Canada doesn't really have enough to buy. I guess we'll need to buy it from Australasia. Ah, no, Japan's going to intercept that. Venezuela. Whoa! Big fight, and Canada came out poorly. They lost 12 destroyers, a fast battleship and a heavy cruiser, and they sank only 1 destroyer. Not great. I think it's time for me to raise the Finnish Air Force. Because what I've been waiting to do is plonk my Air Force here. And then go into the English Channel. How often do I play? Most days. Though not always hard to find, I play lots of other games. And please keep it to English. I can read German, but my moderators may not be able to. Right, now we really are running out of oil, so let's go and buy some more from Venezuelans. Still running out of oil, blimey. Has my submarine fleet really grown that much? I think so. Okay, now we're gaining oil again, that's better. At least the days until we run out is changing rather rapidly. I think we do need another one. Because we did use up most of our supply. There we are. Now it's increasing. Albeit slowly, but that's fine. Let's have the rest of you sail over here. And now I'm using a lot of my convoys, so I feel like we need to build some convoys for a bit. Just while I sort that out. It's the Air Force using the fuel. That's true. I forgot about the Air Force. Gonna lose the airport. Our Air Force is in. No, we won't. We're here on the Rhine. I do not lose the Rhine easily, even if the mouth of the Rhine is in Dutch land. Well, at least once the Finns are back in Europe, then... Sorry, not Europe. Haha. Back on the continent. And then we can contribute again. Still losing ships. I wonder... Where is France getting their supplies? Because that's what I really want to cut off. I don't so much care about tangling with this anymore. So let's close that off, and we're just going to park our convoys out here. Maybe in those 3. Socialist Republic of America has declared war on New England. That's going to mean war with the Entente. No, New England left the Entente. Oh, they're regretting that decision right now. That's a big oops. Oh, in that case I don't need to have my planes out over the English Channel anymore. We can contribute in fighting over southern Germany. Right. My ships are... well, my troops are almost home, and now they're home. So we are going to set up a line in here with an objective of taking to here. How have you not got enough experience? So far we're failing to catch any stuff trying to get into Germany. Into France. Who are they trading with? You don't... oh, you don't have any orders. That's what the problem was. It was letting me select the provinces, but they're not actually doing anything with them. That's slightly irritating. Okay, now we're fighting ships. In which case, I don't want to go here. That's way too freaking dangerous. I want these three. Hell, possibly even just these two. Because generally you want to have one sea region per fleet, and usually one fleet for submarines is about 10 ships. That's what I've discovered to be a pretty decent ratio. Right, let's have you deploy in Luga. And have you in a new army drilling. Now I am really reluctant to attack the French here because I do not want to lose manpower. So is there anything I can do which is super sneaky where I can hurt the French without actually hurting myself too much? Yeah, CSA did change the name and flag. They are now the Socialist Republic of America. And Reed is no longer in charge. Mayor London is. See you, Kent. Ah, that's who you are. Okay. I'll probably forget that by tomorrow, but now I know who you are. I can put a YouTube face to your name. Should probably look into refining technology. That would require me building refineries, though, and they're not massively efficient. And I don't use any... Ooh, another nice battle. Rubber. Okay, so the French and German fleets were fighting against the Commune of France's fleet. France lost whatever an ACR is. Oh, that's an armoured cruiser, so the Seas must just be light cruisers. Yeah, okay, so the Seas are just light cruisers, the ACRs are heavy cruisers. So the French lost a heavy cruiser and 5 destroyers, while the good guys lost a dreadnought. 15 destroyers and 2 light cruisers. The Commune of France is doing some serious damage, but look how good their admiral is. I, however, am catching some convoys. Well, I think we've just discovered where the German navies are. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, that one. Yes, these. Yes, we could do that, and we probably should. That's a good call. Although I also have a billion other technologies I want to do, especially the doctrines. Like, those are important. We could probably not do as much of the damage control methods, because I suspect if a submarine gets hit, it's generally dead. And we're very nearly done with the combined operations rating. I don't necessarily need these. The Italian front is doing something like First World War, the 17th Battle of the Po instead of the 17th Battle of the Isonzo, but it looks pretty murderous. Yeah, this Italian front has just not been moving. Both sides seem to have a lot of troops invested there. So you're saying you're fairly confident about pushing out. The problem is, can you do that without losing 1 million men? We've lost 20 million. 20 million! Germany has lost 9. Canada's lost 1.3. France has lost 1.5. Austria's lost 1.5. Hungary's lost 1.1. The Italians have lost 400,000. Meanwhile, the Community of France has lost 4 million. Socialist Republic 1.2. Union of Britain 3 million. So taking that out of this is going to be good. And Japan has lost almost nothing. Like, we've done nothing against the co-prosperity sphere. Nor are we going to be able to, because we're going to be bled dry by this war, let alone another one. Whoa! That was successful! We sank a light cruiser, 5 destroyers, and 14 convoys. Get in, finish submarines. Advanced fire bases, that's the last. Oh no, second to last. Those. 3 convoys. Okay, we're doing a lot better out here. This suits us a lot more than the English Channel did. And you know what? I have a new plan. You guys. Fly out to here. And check that. In fact, I'm going to reduce you to a 100 air wing. Then we're going to get another air wing of 100 planes. Which is going to fly here. And your job is really air spotting. Because if you have aircraft and air superiority in a region, then your ability to detect enemy ships is massively increased. So any convoys that come across here are going to get sunk by us. Do I have radar of any... No. No, I don't. And then your idea for fuel refining was a good one, so we'll do that. Middle Africa has declared war on Kyugu land. Okay, and I think that my convoy production is good enough. Let's switch back to submarines, and in fact, speaking of submarines, yeah, a whole bunch of these are ready for duty. Marvellous. Which is actually going to mean another submarine fleet. For even more shenanigans. Then I want you to have the submarine template. I do want you to reinforce, and I do want you splitting off. And I'm now going to set you to engage at medium risk. Because I feel like my submarines are doing well enough that I can trust them a little bit more now. Plus, we finally got Seawolf. Silent Hunter. Torpedo reveal chance -20 or torpedo screen penetration. I think we're going to get the screen penetration so we can sink more better. Because we've already got snorkels, which means that we're pretty good at hiding. And we've got concealment expert, so we shouldn't be losing many ships here. It's time to do a bit more damage. And yes, that's true, I do also need to upgrade my torpedo sinking ability. Naval Warfare Doctrine. Interdiction. Hence my submarines are rather effective. 6 subs, 15 kills. Much better. Much better. Excellent. Princely Federation declared on the Dominion of India. The Entente's getting kind of smashed by a few different people now. And we do need to upgrade the torpedoes. Let's do that. Do I think I could fill out my surface fleet real quick? How do you mean? It's just a bunch of destroyers at the moment because it's just protecting my convoys, which don't really need protecting because we're in a very safe area now. And actually, speaking of which, do I still need to be blocking the North Sea? Yes, apparently I do. And the English Channel? Definitely. Was a destroyer, wasn't one of mine. Man, subs in deep sea are so much more effective. Does this count as, like, inland sea? I think it does. Shallow sea. Socialist Republic of America has joined the Third Internationale. Okay, that's going to be interesting. We'll come back to that in a minute. This is shallow sea. And shallow sea submarines do a lot worse than in deep sea, which is what I think that all of these are. That's not going to tell me. That's deep ocean. Deep ocean. Why aren't you telling me? Ocean. So deep ocean submarines, -25% visibility, so they're a lot less likely to be hit and their movement slowed down. Cruisers, movement's a bit slower, attack and defense is a bit slower, and then destroyers are worse. So if you're deep sea protection, then you want cruisers. If you're inland sea, you want destroyers. That's a difference I did not know about. Interesting. So for any protection, when you're playing as the UK, if you're protecting these three, then you want destroyers. If you're out here, you want cruisers. Because I do believe that all of these count as either ocean or shallow sea. Where submarines are twice as visible. This is why I kept on losing them in the English Channel. I mean, it was important we had them there. But yikes. That's a really big difference. It's 125% visibility difference, basically. Who owns Scapa Flow? Oh, that's still the UOB. Interesting. And I do have another technology. I don't know if I'm ever going to go open sea doctrine. Theorists aren't available. We could get the cruiser manufacturer, because I might actually get cruisers eventually. Maybe we'll go light and heavy cruisers. Or Air Force. Ah, we should go Air Superiority Doctrine, Air Force. Can I show you the ideology map? I can do one better and show you the factions map. Ideology map doesn't really do anything in Kaiserreich, I don't think. So we have the Great Khanate over here, who smashed up Russia. Reichspakt over here. The Donau Ariabund, Third Internationale. Entente, Third Internationale, Entente, Reichspakt. And then we have the Co-Prosperity Sphere over there. And then also the Asian Socialist Union, the Cairo Pact. And there was a Central American group, but there isn't anymore. Okay, so my submarines are now going to be kept very, very busy because they have to catch all of the American ships trying to get over to fight in France. So we're going to be very busy indeed. And the Belgrade Pact, yes, that's true. Might want to start the offensive before the Americans show up in force. I just can't afford the manpower. I really can't. Like, I've got 4% more population still to get. And about 100,000 manpower, which means I probably have, like, a total of 200,000. And I need that for everything. Finland is not the land war nation. They're the air and submarine nation. Americans are going to be busy with Canada for now, and then Mordred can always sink them in the Atlantic. Yes! It's basically going to be the reverse War of Independence. Oh, that was so much fun yesterday. Europa Universalis 4, I played the War of Independence bookmark scenario for, like I said, EU4. And I beat the British at sea. John Paul Jones was an absolute boss defending the East Coast, and the British never landed, not once. So John Paul Jones was the hero of that particular revolution, not Washington. All Washington did was, like, build a little fort in the White Mountains. It's like, yep, that's going to protect us from Canada. Going home now. I'm retiring. So all hail President John Paul Jones. First President of the United States. Finland is not a blunt instrument. It's a surgical tool. That's true. Why are only 2 fleets operational here? There should be 3. Ah. That's why. Okay, so we're about to get even more effective as 8 submarines are apparently not doing anything. Little Africa continues to expand. This is good. Submarines continue to be built. This is good. Submarine commander continues to level up. This is good. Level 5 now. Yeah, I think it was a really good choice actually switching these two. This guy is a lot better with submarines than he was. And there's advanced submarine warfare. We now have fully effective subs. Oh wow, we almost finished the Green Water Expert, which is the inland. Green is inland, blue is out. Inshore fighter is fighters, then cold water is up north, I guess. Do these actually count as northern? Fjords and archipelagos, which is also the Baltic, incidentally. This is one of the things that Man the Guns added, and I never really explored. Doesn't say that you take attrition up here necessarily. Oh, yep, we're starting to find some. Oh no, that wasn't the last one. We can do another. More submarine organisation, raiding efficiency, and surface detection. Oh, go on then, if you insist. If you want to make my submarines even more deadly. It's a weather thing, and you're not going to find cold weather in August. Well, I don't know, you might. Down here. Deep ocean. Deep ocean. Ah, here we go. Rain. Rain. No, this isn't actually far enough south. There's another bit below this. Do the CSA have any manpower left at this point? Good question. Yeah, plenty. They're still on limited conscription with 1.5, 1.7 probably million. That's nasty. All I can do is hope that we sink as many of their troop transports as we can. Still no Americans showing up here. because most of the fighting's going to be in here. I think this is going to be the end of Canada, but Canada has got its other homeland now. However, if Canada capitulates, does this mean that this is going to go back to the Union of Britain? Or does this count as core territory and needs to also be taken? They have claims on it, but that's it. They really need to resurrect the UK now. Oh, here we go. Now we're starting to kill Americans. Submarine crews are getting better and better at their jobs. It's too late already. We've been ground down. Germany's earlier stupidities ensured that. What's the time? Midnight. So we still have like 2 hours. I'm wondering if we should start a new game, because this is already lost. Like, we're not going to be doing anything except for playing around with submarines. And I don't see Germany bouncing back from this. They're on scraping the barrel with 57,000 manpower. That's true. I did say we would do the Caribbean Federation, so let's do the Caribbean Federation. So Finland was alright. Kind of wish there was a little bit more to them. Like the beginning stuff, the flavour is nice, but Finland really needs to have more war-related bits, especially ways of getting population. And just being able to field more or better troops. At the moment they feel a bit generic. Oh, I've done USA way too recently. Oh, I see what you're saying. Just like in history, USA, USA, USA. That was actually quite funny. In the Super Secret Paradox chat that we have going, a lot of the people involved were throwing around the epic rap battle of history lyrics, the Roosevelt versus Teddy Roosevelt versus Churchill. Thank God for Pearl Harbor. I'm going to link that because it's a great song. ERB Churchill. I may have searched for this recently to bring in a couple of my own lyrics. Might be battling you while I'm roasted, but at least tomorrow I'll be sober and you'll still be roasted. No, not multiplayer. This is not multiplayer. This is single player. Come on, Mordred. Wakey, wakey. New game. Right, first thing I need to do is change the recording. So thank you everyone on YouTube for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed this series. If you have, you know the thing you need to do. You need to hit that subscribe button so you get notifications when we're live. No, when I post videos. And you should totally come and join us on Twitch, where you get to hang out with all these lovely people in chat. And they are lovely, so you should come join us. Bye, YouTube!